How to get a girlfriend. A guide to find and win over the hottest girl. Want to know how to get a girlfriend? You need to know how to find the right girl and approach her the right way. Here's everything you need to impress. If you're wondering how to get a girlfriend, chances are, this is probably the first time you're looking for the perfect girl. You've either been single so far, or you've dated someone who was totally wrong for you, and you want to do it right this time around. When it comes to learning how to get a girlfriend, there's more to it than just plucking your courage up to walk up to a girl and talk to her. And by the time you're done with this feature, you'll know every single thing you need to find the right girl for you, impress her, woo her and make her fall madly in love with you. All even before you tell her you like her. So let's start from the basics here. There's so much to know when it comes to knowing how to get a girlfriend. As a guy, you want to know where to find her, how to approach her and impress her, and how to make sure you two connect on a deeper level. But then again, you want her to be great in bed. And be your best friend. Now, that's a long list, but whether you realize it or not, all of us are walking around with the same list too. Why don't you have a girlfriend right now? So you want to get a girlfriend, and somehow, you still haven't found her. Why is that? In all probability, it's because of two simple reasons. 1. You haven't found the right girl. You've been looking around, and somehow, no one seems right, or good enough, for you. If this is the biggest issue stopping you from getting a girlfriend, all you need to do is start hanging out in new places, making new friends, and trying to make new connections online, especially with so many amazing dating apps that have flooded our phones. 2. You're afraid of rejection. This is the harder one of the two. You find great girls who catch your eye all the time. But somehow, you just can't work your courage to approach them or talk to them. Or maybe it's a friend, and you're worried you'd ruin the friendship by asking her out. If this is the issue you're experiencing, we'll fix this along the way as well. Stop trying too hard and start living instead. Before we go any further, this is the key mantra you need to remember. You chase something, it runs away from you. You sit calmly, and that same thing comes back curiously and wants your attention again. So if you want to know how to get a girlfriend, stop focusing so much on how to find her or get her. Instead, keep an eye open for the right girl, but look for ways to have a great time, become a better guy, and live your best life yet. When you're happy with your life, everyone else can sense it, and everyone else wants to be a part of your fun life. Girls don't need to know that you're available and pursuing them. When you do that, they sense your desperation and walk away from you. They only need to know that you're an amazing guy, and you'll be more desired and wanted than you can ever imagine. What kind of girlfriend are you looking for? Ask any guy this question, and it's always the same answer. She's got to be hot. Okay, fair enough, because you were being honest about it. But when you think about this for just a second longer, you'd realize that you can buy a really hot lifelike sex doll as well, can't you? A sex doll can look like your dream girl, or any hot celebrity you'd like. A couple of $1,000s, and an almost lifelike vision of everything you'd ever want to hump can be in bed with you. And she'd be insanely hot too. But that's not good enough for you, is it? Why not? Probably because you're looking for a hot girl who can communicate with you, connect with you emotionally, look great in your arms in public, impress your friends, hang out with you, and more blah and blah. The point is, as much as a typical guy thinks getting a girlfriend is only about getting himself the hottest pair of boobs and butt on 2 feet that he can find, there's more to it than that. What makes a girl a great girlfriend? So now that you've hopefully understood that love in a relationship is more than just someone hot to have sex with, what do you want from the relationship with her? You don't need to write down a list of things you're looking for. But you need to have a fair idea about what kind of girl draws you. Are there any particular traits and characters you'd like your girlfriend to have? Most guys don't give this a real thought. After all they want is someone sexy to date. But within a few weeks of being around this girl, they start to get confused. They so desperately wanted this girl, but they can't really connect with her or find her relatable. At the end of the day, you need to keep in mind that desiring to have sex with a girl because you're sexually infatuated by her is very different from falling in love with a wonderful girl who's perfect for you. Don't be confused between these two, as much as love and lust feel the same at the beginning. Be worthy enough to attract the kind of girl you want to attract. Now that you know how to look for the right kind of girlfriend, let's get to the point where you attract the kind of girlfriend you want. All said and done, you still want a great-looking girl with an amazing personality. Good for you, because you're a king who deserves his queen, and it's not hard either. Remember this line like your life depends on it. Because it does. You attract who you are. This is pretty much everything you need to know here. If you want to attract a girl who's amazing, you need to be just as amazing to catch her eye and make her want to date you. You can't be a nobody or one of those creepy guys, and expect the hottest chick in the room to desire you. Here's a test. When you walk into a room full of fun men and sexy women, how do you feel? Do you feel like a great guy yourself? Do you think you're equal to or better than everyone else around you? Don't lie to yourself, be honest. It's not just about your looks, it's about your personality, the way you behave and everything else that makes you, you. Let's be honest here, if you aren't good enough or better than the others, why should she date you instead of picking a guy who's better than you? You want the hottest girl, so it's only fair that she'd want a great guys as well. So be the best you can be, and you will attract the best girls in the world yourself. What are the traits girls look for in a guy to fall for him? It's one thing to want to know how to get a girlfriend, but it's a completely different story when you actually have to self-reflect and become the guy who's desired by everyone. Get on a few dating apps and try your luck to see where you stand right now. But in the meantime, try to focus on the things that catch a girl's eye in the first place. For starters, focus on these things women look for in a guy before they fall for him. It'll give you the start you need to become a much better guy who can actually attract girls even before talking to them. Is she out of your league? Usually, that's never the case. So you like a great girl, and want to make her your girlfriend. But is she too good for you? Don't ever let anyone convince you that some girl is too good for you, or that she's way out of your league. You're hot stuff, dude. And if anyone tells you otherwise, it's probably because of their own insecurities. You can get any girl you want. But it goes back again to the same moral of the story we mentioned earlier. You attract who you are. If you genuinely believe and know that you possess all the traits of a great guy we mentioned above, you just need to believe in yourself and pursue the girl you like. Chances are, so many of the other guys are just as intimidated to approach the hot girl. Never let anyone intimidate you. If you think you're hot stuff, go on out there, and let the girl of your dreams know you're interested in her. Subtly, of course. If she warms up to you, you know you're awesome. And if she doesn't seem interested, that's just another lesson learned, and it's back to the boardroom to better yourself and become your best version yet. Every time you make a move on a girl, you're only becoming a better guy yourself, never forget that. Rejection isn't defeat. It's the first step in making yourself a more desirable guy. Are you in her friend zone? We need to talk about this, because so many guys are almost always in the friend zone of a really great girl. And let's be honest, being a really great girl's friend is never a bad thing. But when you like her and want her to be your girlfriend, it's literally the worst feeling ever. You pretend to be her friend only to get close to her. She treats you like a really good friend. And she dates other guys and hooks up with them in front of you. If you like her, she might as well pull your heart out and stomp on it with her sexy heels, right? But guess what? She doesn't know you want to date her or bang her. She has no clue because you haven't told her. So stop making her the villain here. Don't ever stay friends with a girl only in the hope of eventually dating her or sleeping with her. You're not being her friend, you're taking advantage of her and being a sneaky little rat. Either ask her out eventually, or forget about ever doing that. Being stuck in the middle only hurts you. If you want to slip out of her friend zone and let her know you're seriously interested in her, use this guide on how to avoid a girl's friend zone and make her desire you instead. Don't ever stay stuck in the friend zone when you desire a girl. You'll feel weaker, your manhood will shrivel up, and your testosterone level will reduce over time. You're literally becoming less of a man by hanging around a girl you desire, while pretending to be